that. Get there.
Hey guys, how's it going?
Too slow there, Junior.
Good. How are you?
Good, how's it going? Shane.
Clint.
Alex
Nick.
Walker.
Clint.
Good to meet you. Nice to meet you.
Jeff,
Alex
nice to
Walker.
meet you.
Yeah, nice to meet
Nick.
you.
Shane, good to meet you. Nice to meet you as well.
Alex.
Good to meet you.
Nice to meet you guys. How are you guys doing?
I'm doing great. What brings you guys here today?
Well, just kind of wanted to stop by and I know we kind of had a phone call a little bit last week and asked if we stop by and kind of introduce ourselves. I'm Alex. I am the district sales manager for Nucor Building Systems in Waterloo, Indiana, and my territory is the northern half of Indiana, all the way up east and west. And then this is Shane. He is, if you want to.
Yeah, I'm our development district sales manager. So I work a lot with Alex, work under him. I work here in Waterloo with Nucor, and been here for almost a year now, and so yeah.
So is that like a training position?
Yeah, essentially. I mean, I it's a lot of hands-on. I mean, I work with Alex a lot. He kind of lets me take, the reins on some different things, but for the most part, I work mostly under Alex and kind of see what he's doing and everything. So yeah.
Okay.
Congrats on your newborn. That is a damn fine looking child.
Yeah, yeah. Thank you.
So I understand that you guys currently work with Butler. How are things going with them?
We've been a Butler Builder for 54 years. My dad started that a long time ago when he started this company, and it's been great. In fact, I just got back from Marco Island. They had their sales, all their top salespeople, and we're one of them. You probably saw the plaques out front. And so we spent a week down there, all expenses paid. It was outstanding. So they're a great company. I've heard of Nucor.
Yeah.
And you guys are kind of new to the business, but I've heard of you.
Yeah. So, what are some stuff that Butler does that you guys really like?
No, pretty much everything. I mean,
Pretty much everything.
oh gosh, yeah, we've built an incredibly strong business. We're huge in the community. People know us, and it's been wonderful for me. I got a nice little home down in Florida. Spent a lot of time down there.
There you go.
Good.
Yeah, and then Clint kind of helps. He's my partner, by the way, and he kind of runs things for me now.
Cool.
So with been with them for years now. I mean, mostly everything's been going great. You said just a great trip.
No
down
complaints for me.
So haven't seen anything different from you, or what about yourself? I mean, what are some things you like and that you've seen? I know you're partners with him, so I'm sure you've seen kind of mainly the same things. Same situation for you, or?
Well, you don't want me to tell you everything about your competition, do you?
Yeah, I mean, we would like to know.
At least he's honest.
Yeah. I mean, just some things you've seen in the past. Is there anything that gone differently or haven't expected or seen exactly what you expected?
Butler's been pretty good to us overall. I mean, like he said, I deal with more of the day-to-day operations, and I've been around here for quite a while. I mean, I started 20 years ago actually out in the field with this company and worked my way into this one, and we've been Butler the whole time, and I have seen some changes over the years.
Okay. What about yourself? Same story?
I'm just here kind of because I have to be. It's only been a couple years that I've been taking an interest in the business and trying to get more involved in it.
Okay.
But
You said you've seen some changes, so I mean, you've been with them for quite a while now. With those changes, have they been all positive? Have you seen anything, negatively that's gone different, or?
There's been a couple things, yeah. The service level is different than what it used to be. I used to have one dedicated project manager, and it seems like every project we book with Butler now, I'm getting new people.
Okay.
Not that that's a problem, but that's a change. I don't think it went to the right direction. I get it. There's multiple locations now. Not everybody's in the same building, but it was nice having a single point of contact.
Mm-hmm.
They would come to our office and visit. I mean, we had a relationship there. We talk college football all the time.
Right.
Now I book an order and it's
Somewhat different.
I don't know. Yeah, it's kind of lost that small town feel.
Yeah.
Maybe it's just me. Maybe it's not a big deal.
Yeah.
But
I'm sure Alex can touch on this as well, but that is one thing at Nucor we kind of pride ourselves in. You know, once we start building that relationship with you, you know, we're not gonna send someone else different in there and, you know, reintroduce themselves and everything. Where it's gonna be consistent. You know, for the most part, the same person that you'll be dealing with from start to finish. So
What's cool about what we do with that, pretty much anytime that you're with Nucor, as a Nucor builder, you will have one project coordinator, and they will be strictly designed to your guys, based off the district sales manager. So I have one project coordinator under me, I have an estimator, or two
It's the
estimators.
same one for every
Correct.
project.
Yep.
Okay.
So I have two estimators that work and price the jobs that come in and out of the door. And then I have my own team in design as well, which has a design group leader above them. And so they will communicate with you too on different things to expect. If you have questions, you can always go to them on different aspects on design when
Okay.
it comes to building as well. So it's kind of nice that way. You guys kind of get familiar, you can build that relationship up with them, knowing that you're not going to be getting thrown around. And you mentioned that you kind of talk to people from multiple locations as well with Butler, and you will always be working with the Waterloo division and the people that work there.
Oh,
as
really?
well.
So you guys at Waterloo, I mean, you guys do the whole building there?
Correct. So we fab the primary and secondary framing and the roof and wall sheeting, as well as some of the flange bracing and stuff that goes up in the roof as well.
That would be helpful, because I don't know if you remember the Goodwin job. It was a complete train wreck. Trucks were coming from like 4 different places in America. The Goodwin train wreck is what I always call it.
That's kind of the way you guys do things is the way Butler kind of used to do things, where Barry last week in Marco Island, he's vice president of sales now, but he and I kind of grew up in this industry together. That's the way it used to be.
Yeah. So you mentioned, I guess I should clarify a little bit. So the only time that we will have other divisions run across the country work on your projects is if you land a job that's outside of our territory, which doesn't happen often, but when it does, we communicate with the other divisions, and that's the only time that you'll ever have a truck
Oh, well, that,
from their division. But
so like if we did
it'll
something in
ship from-
California.
Correct, we have a plant out in Utah that'll ship it from there, and it would be just them, so it wouldn't be outside of that as well. So no matter where it is, it'll always be coming from one plant, and you'll always have one project coordinator, a couple estimators, some design people to talk to, and it'll be the same ones every time.
Oh, that would make sense.
Um,
We're not paying a lot of freight to
Yeah,
ship something all
yeah.
the way to California.
And then you also mentioned about your guys' trucks and how they ship from multiple locations and kind of the timing with that. So it's something cool that we do is a division committed delivery, and so when you bring in the building to us and we kind of price that in estimating and go through engineering, and we hand the pricing back out to you guys, we set down in our calendar and book the scheduling dates, exactly when your purlins are gonna get ran, when your girts are gonna get ran, your columns, rafters, all your bracing, your sheeting. This is the week, the day, and then we send you the end date and when it's gonna be shipped. And you guys, depending on how many projects we kind of have going in and out of our shop is the fluctuation of that date. But I can guarantee that when we have a building set in stone, and you don't even have to have it ordered, we give you the pricing back and we hold that pricing for 30 days. And when we give you the pricing back, if you ask for DCD, we also send you a schedule on when everything's gonna happen and a confirmed date on when it's gonna be shipped and when you're gonna have it on your job site. That way, you guys know ahead of time what you're getting. We deliver. It's kind of something that we kind of pride ourselves on is our focus statement. So everything that's fit, on time, competitive pricing, unbeatable service, and solutions that work. So those are kind of the 5 focal points that we like to run our office interior and outside on, making sure everything fits, everything's gonna be delivered on time, no questions asked. We're always gonna give you the most compatible prices that we can within the market. Service is gonna be great, like I was talking about earlier.
Let me stop you right there, because we compete against you guys all the time.
Mhm.
That's why we've heard of you. And how is your pricing? You mentioned competitive pricing.
Yep. So when you guys are with us, if you guys become an authorized builder, something that we do with pricing is like we always kind of play it off the market. We're never going to be the lowest number because we really pride ourselves on making sure that you're going to get the best building that you can, and it's going to fit together as easy as you can possibly put a building together. We have about everything in and out of the shops that make sure all the drill holes are in the same area that they need to be, and there's no issues when it comes to erecting out on the job site.
Okay.
So you've never had a quality problem ever?
And we do. It comes up. I mean, there's times where, I mean, it can range from not having enough nuts and bolts that are shipped out to, you know, sometimes there's weather instances and whatnot too. And we have quality design coordinators that you guys will talk to at that point, and or your project coordinator, or starting by reaching out to me and kind of seeing if it's something that I can help out with first, and I can help just point you in the right direction and get people to call you guys and help you out with that. And we send solutions that'll come out right away, put that in and make sure that you guys are getting everything that we kind of agreed on when you guys order for a job.
So let me reel you back in here for the pricing discussion. I have a feeling you guys are doing something a little bit different than Butler, and I can tell you what I'm thinking, but I'm kind of curious from your guys' point of view. Why do I feel like I'm getting beat on price by Nucor builders? What are you guys doing that's different?
It goes with product, like he said. I mean, we double check, we triple check every, you know, holes are in the right place. We're not gonna, you know, when we put up a building, everything's gonna fit together. Our prices are a little more expensive, but as you see, for as far as anything goes, you know, the better the product, you know, you buy what you get out of it. So, I mean, we take pride in what we provide, and therefore, I mean, it's prices are gonna range compared to companies. So.
Well, one of the things that a change that's happened on our end, which he'll probably echo as a gripe, was Blue Scope, a large steel manufacturer, bought Butler.
Yeah.
Kind of, and this is gonna touch on, they just weren't the same after that, restructuring how they ran their business. I think they felt like that was gonna be a good move and help with pricing, but you guys are owned by a large steel manufacturer. And I feel like that might...
Not even American, it's Australian.
Yeah.
Anyway.
So, but yeah, I don't know if we were to align ourselves with you guys in some capacity, if we are going to kind of feel like we're the byproduct of some big steel conglomerate. That would be the bad way, my negative thinking. Or is that a bonus to you guys? Does that help you guys get, you know, steel at a lower cost so you guys are more competitive?
I would say it does. So Nucor is entirely America-based. So we have everything that we run is in North America. We're the largest recycled steel company in North America, the largest steel manufacturer in North America, and that kind of speaks to itself because we own all of our mills. We own all of our building systems, which is what we do, and fabbing the building itself. All of the different mills that will require for melting down the steel, getting the coils from nuts and bolts, fasteners, even Volcraft, and we do roof joists as well. So all of that kind of ties in under Nucor, and we kind of own it all. So it's nice because our 4 divisions that we have with building systems, they compete not against each other in a so-called market sense, but we kind of price what we do. Everybody prices their own based off the market. So we kind of run our own business in a way under Nucor, which is, I think it kind of sounds a little confusing, but I think it's a really cool opportunity to kind of do what we need to do in order to get ahead in the market and keep providing the best loans that we possibly can out to our customers and builders. So
Well, my feeling is you guys know how to run a good business. I think it's gonna be, it sounds similar to
Good
what we're used to,
competition, I'll have
but
to
I
say
think
that.
it's different. So,
Yeah, on a side note, my son here, he spends all day on videograms and Facebook and things like that, and his mother, I had to make a spot for him. So you guys do anything with all the video stuff so I can make it look like he's actually earning something around here?
Yeah, so something that we do, and we're kind of in the works of like implementing into our
did you want
business
to
right
introduce
now.
yourself? Your title?
I'm the Technical Operations Outreach Liaison.
Okay.
Just tool in short.
Okay. So something that we're doing right now and kind of still implementing, and it's been going really well so far. We use a software called SketchUp Pro, and what it is a computer software where you get online and you take the 3D renderings of a building that's going to be going up, or that could already be up. You can design like the colors of the building. You can design landscaping, all of that. You can go inside the building and see exactly where all the nuts and bolts that are going to be located in your structure, and then we send that out to you as a file, and so you can look at it on your computer, or something else that we're getting into as well as we have the HoloLens, which is a really cool feature. You can put that on and you can upload the file from the computer onto the HoloLens and see through it, the lens itself, and you can change the dimension of the building, the size, whatever it might be to see how you want to see it. So you can hold it in the palm of your hand and kind of just go around and see the building itself, or you can make it go out to the job site itself, completely flat ground. You can throw it up to a 1-to-1 dimension and walk through the building itself with the HoloLens on and kind of see how everything's going to come together. So that's something we're still kind of taking a leap in, and it's been going really well. We've been getting different pictures and files out to customers, and they've been able to get a lot better understanding on what they're receiving based off of what they're seeing. So that's been going really, really well for us.
That's something he could do here?
Yeah, absolutely. So it's just a program that you can download, and you can go to work. You know, there's a ton of YouTube tutorials on kind of how to learn the ins and outs of it.
Now
so,
we're talking.
Yeah. So there's a lot that
So
you
I
can
need
do
to see him on the
to.
computer more.
Yeah, we've tried him in a number of different capacities. I mean, he's just not. He's a little too. We tried him out in the
That's not what we're
field.
talking about.
I know. He just
Yeah, I know what you mean.
the temperature. He couldn't do the heat out in the field, and it's too cold. And
I ran
So
out
we
of
brought-
clean shirts.
we
That's
brought him
why
in the
I'm here
office,
today.
and we've tried a couple things with drawings on the. Just
Okay.
he doesn't know which way's north, and so the marketing thing with YouTube and SketchUp that'd be great. I think that might definitely be a good fit for you and help us in that part of the business. I like that. I think there's some opportunity there.
Great. Well, do you guys have any questions for us? Anything moving forward that we might be able to answer now? Or
I don't know, I'd like him to learn about that SketchUp thing so he can put something together. Maybe he can get enough money together to move the hell out of my house.
well, I mean, if you guys would like, I can always come back in here like next week, and I can bring all the equipment for that, and I can sit down with you and kind of show you some stuff that we've designed, that I've designed, and we can go out to a job site that you guys might have a building. We can kind of throw something together really quick, and if you guys have a building that's going to go up, I can kind of show you what it'll look like, and go from there.
It probably would have helped on that Goodwin job if you had that.
The Goodwin train wreck, yeah, it might have, but yeah, we may have a job that we could plug into that technology, and we could also look, I mean, do we have to be a builder to get a price from you guys?
No.
Or buy a building?
Nope.
Okay,
You can always send pricing through us, and we'll run it for you guys and give you exactly what we'll ask for the price, and then we'll hold that price for 30 days, and and then sometimes it'll fluctuate based off of what market happens after that 30 days. So
Okay.
we kind of encourage our builders and different customers to kind of order within those 30 days. That way we're staying true to what we told you guys with. So.
Well, when you come back for that meeting, maybe do it about 7 o'clock in the morning. Can you guys get here that early?
Yeah. Does next Wednesday work for you?
Yeah, get his ass out of bed, that'd be good.
Next Wednesday at 7?
Sounds good.
Alright,
All
I'll
right.
get you.
8 a.m., just to be clear.
Are you
Alright,
gonna bring breakfast?
I sure will.
Sure, we can throw something together.
Yeah.
Do you think you could call me like 6 and wake me up?
Yeah, we'll
Give us a-
whatever we.
He's used to working those core hours, flex hours, is that what you millennials call them?
Well, hey guys,
All
I
right.
appreciate you.
Yeah, thank you guys for taking the time.
Again.
It's nice meeting you guys.
Yeah, good to meet you as well. Good luck with
See
your
you again next
development
week.
and
Yeah,
training.
thank you very
there.
much. Nice meeting you.